What's up, guys? Welcome to HomeCraft Cocktails. Cocktails you can make from the comfort of your home. My name is Briss, and today we're going over the whiskey sour. The whiskey sour dates back to 1862 when it was originally coined by Jerry Thomas in the Bartender's Guide. However, even decades prior to that, sailors would actually be the ones that come up with the original recipe. So, since sailors were out at sea for such long periods of time, they were very prone to different diseases. One of the most common of these diseases was scurvy, which was mainly due to a lack of vitamin C in the body. So to prevent this, boats started being shipped out with limes, lemons, and oranges to provide sailors with the vitamin C that they needed. Eventually, sailors would start to incorporate these different citrus fruits with gin, rum, and whiskey, and whatever other spirits they had on board, because obviously sailors like to drink. Who doesn't? Even more to this, they began to incorporate water just to keep themselves hydrated, and then sugar for taste. And that, my friends, is how the original recipe for the whiskey sour got started. So today, I'll be showing you how I make my own whiskey sour. So first, you're gonna start by adding ice to your shaker. Now, you can make a whiskey sour in a multitude of different ways. People like to use different proportions of whiskey, lemon juice, and simple syrup, but I'll be showing you how I do mine, which is a 2-1-1 ratio. So you'll start off with 2 ounces of whiskey. After your 2 ounces of whiskey, you want to do 1 ounce of simple syrup. After your simple syrup, you'll want to do, and you're probably wondering why I have the egg here, I'll explain that later. You'll want to do 1 ounce of lemon juice. And normally I squeeze the juice right into the shaker, but I want to exactly 1 ounce of lemon juice, so I'll actually be squeezing this over the jigger. Perfect. So I have just enough for 1 ounce of lemon juice. So after you have your whiskey, your simple syrup, and your lemon juice, you'll want to shake that up. So when you shake with ice, that's actually called a wet shake. The opposite of that is called a dry shake, where you're shaking without ice. So what I'm about to do is called a reverse dry shake, where you shake with ice first, remove the ice, and then you shake again. And then once I shake again, I'll be incorporating the egg white. So that same shaker that you just finished, you'll want to double strain that into your other component of your shaker. The reason why we're double straining this is to remove even the tiniest shards of ice, because we don't want any of those when we actually strain into our glass. You can remove all the rest of the ice from the other part of your shaker. And then now, what you'll want to do is take an egg to get the egg white into your shaker. If you're wondering why we're incorporating egg white, it's because the egg white is a component that does not change the taste whatsoever, but it adds a nice frothy consistency to the drink that really, really adds to just the overall texture of the whiskey sour. If you're one who is very uneasy about egg whites, you can use aquafaba. It is a good substitute for that and does the exact same thing. So you're going to crack your egg like so. And what you want to do is kind of let the egg white seep out without the actual yellow yolk coming out of the shell. I'm not the best at this, obviously. There's a much smoother way to do that, but as you can see, I got all of the egg white out and all that's left is the yolk. I'll throw that away. And now that you have your egg white in your shaker, you want to shake it up once more. So now you'll want to strain into your glass. And when it comes out, it should be a nice layer of froth right on the top of it. Like so. Now after you strain into your glass, you'll want to garnish with whatever you prefer. Some people use lemon wheels, some people use orange slices with Luxardo cherries. I personally prefer to use 5 dots of Angostura Bitters on top, and then I like to make a nice little line through the circles. It gives it not only a nice aesthetic appeal to it, but also the aromas from the Angostura Bitters provides a nice olfactory sense as well. So you're gonna open up your bottle of Angostura Bitters, and this would be easier if you have an eyedropper full of Angostura Bitters, so you can do more precise drops. I unfortunately do not have that, so I'll have to just use a very tender touch, but let's see if I can do this right. So once you have your Angostura drops on top, you'll then take a pick like so. You'll kind of just make a nice little swirl surrounding those Angostura Bitters. And there we have a whiskey sour. Now that we've made our drink, let's give it a little taste. The whiskey sour honestly is like the most perfect combination of sweet and sour. Like I said before, you can use different proportions of whiskey to simple syrup to lemon juice. However, with the 2-1-1 ratio that I've used, I feel like you get that nice balance and you don't really have one aspect overpowering the other. Yeah, all in all, I would definitely give the whiskey sour like a 4 out of 5. If I did half, I would even say a 4.5 out of 5. It's not like quite up in my upper echelon tier of my favorite drinks of all time, but it's like right there knocking on the door. I really love this drink. It's very beginner friendly. Someone could be completely new to cocktails. If you present them with this drink, I guarantee you they'll love it. So thank you guys for watching this week's video. I'll see you next time for the next round. Peace.